This is a get to know me challenge. I was challenged by George with You Want to Watch to answer questions, telling about yourself so people will get to know you. So here we go. Let's give it a run. First of all, how did I pick my YouTube channel? Well, I was doing, some small restorations. I had just gotten started, and my sister came up with the name John Fix out of the blue. Don't know where it came from, but it stuck, and it's still here today. So John Fix was just what worked great. It fit in great, and happy with it. And thank you, sister. What is my favorite holiday? Got to be Christmas, because you get together with a lot of friends and family, and I can't think of one that I really didn't enjoy. It's always a lot of fun just being together with that group. What is my favorite color? Black. I don't know. I use a black background. The last 3 cars I've owned have been black, so it must be. I never gave it much thought before, but I'll go with black. What is my favorite animal? I don't know. I like dogs and cats. Any kind of pets that anyone has a pet. I visited a friend once and they had a pet iguana, and I thought it was really neat. So whatever your pet is, that's a favorite. What is my favorite hobby? Well, of course, it's the YouTube, but tools have been in my life, my whole life. I've sold tools my whole career, and tool accessories and related items. So tools are kind of a natural for me to get involved with it on the restorations. So I guess tools of any type are my hobby. What is my favorite food? Got to be pork. I like pork of any type. Pork chops, ham, bacon, of course, bacon again. Pulled pork sandwiches, pork shoulders, pork ribs. I like pork. Do I have another channel? No, I don't have another YouTube channel. I started this one almost 6 years ago, and it's just consumed me. I don't know how I'd have time for another one or what I'd even do, because it would just be more of the same thing, because I don't know if I know anything else enough to talk about and have a channel. So this is it. What is my favorite song? I like all kinds of music, from country to rock and roll to opera. All music. I think maybe I don't like rap. I'm sure I don't. Don't quite understand it. But I like it. As far as a favorite artist, it's got to be Elvis. I grew up in Memphis at a time when Elvis was growing up there, and I saw him as early as doing a break on a track in the middle at a dirt stock car track in West Memphis, Arkansas. And in between races, they had a stand out there, a big old, wooden stand, stage, I call it, not a stand, a stage. And this band got up on there and they played 2 or 3 songs, and then they'd go back to racing again over these crackly speakers. It wasn't the greatest sound system, and I'm sure that didn't make much. Maybe they got, as a group, maybe $20 for the night. I don't know what they paid them. But the person I saw doing that was Elvis Presley. That's where I first saw him. And you got to start somewhere. I mean, I started with a YouTube channel. Who knows what the future is? There's always hope. Favorite YouTube restoration I've done? Hard to pick. I've done so many. But one I think I really enjoyed was a manual crank type rotary hammer that was made in the 1930s. And I saw one in the flea market once, and I've sold rotary hammers for drilling concrete my whole career. I know all about them. And but I saw this one. I always called it the first cordless tool because you turned a crank, and you've seen drills, you know, the egg beater drills. Well, this was a drill with the addition of the hammer mechanism, and it would drill a hole. It was slow, but it would work. And for its time, it was an outstanding tool. So I saw one at a flea market, and I didn't get to buy it because they wanted $65 cash. I'm sorry, $35 cash for it. I didn't have $35 cash, and it was near the end of it. I didn't have time to go to an ATM, get some money, and I really wanted this tool because it was the Raw brand, which was Raw Plug England, and that was the first brand I ever sold of fasteners and tools. But I found one years later in England and on an eBay, and I got to talk to people and they're packing it up and shipping it to me. And then I found the earlier version of it, and Alex Tools, also in England, said, "Oh yeah, I see them around here." And I said, "Would you look for one for me?" And he was good enough to find me one and buy it and ship it to me. And of course, I reimbursed him for all the costs. But those two tools, one from 1930 and one from 1937, I guess are my favorites because they had to do with my career and what I did. And they're fascinating tools to take apart and clean and get working and actually drill holes with. Went on about that one, didn't I? Favorite candy? Dark chocolate, definitely. Anything dark chocolate. And I used to love them with nuts, but actually at my old age, I actually developed a nut allergy in the past year. Never had one my whole life. I've eaten every kind of, you know, I love walnuts, pecan, you name them, cashew. I love nuts, but I can't eat them anymore. It make me really ill. So I guess it's still a favorite, but I can't do it anymore. So I'll go with the dark chocolate. There was another one on here I skipped over, and I didn't mean to. And it's how old are you? I'm 82 years old. Still going, still working, still doing the YouTube channel. I think that's what keeps me going, and I just love what I do. I like my life, and that helps keeps you young. I've been through some health things, but I got through them, and for now I'm good. What's your most frequently asked question? How much is that tool you just did? Can I buy that from you? But no, I always say the same thing. I do this for my own fun. I don't do it for profit. I don't do it for resale, which leads me to another item, and that is I get comments about people getting upset because of the way I clean and refurbish my tools. But my attempt is to make them look like the original tool. If they're a quality tool, something that's, you know, a collectible. Now there are some odd tools which there's no name, there's nothing special about it, and I'll do what I call a resto mod, which is a restoration and a modification, where I'll do special colors and different things. But my general method is to get the tool looking like the original. And for people that don't, you know, like what I do, hey, it's like the TV. Push the button and change the channel. But seriously, I don't have anything against anybody. Everybody's got their ideas. I do my tools to please myself and hopefully to please the people that like to watch my channel. Last question, what else do I do for a living? I work and I do this YouTube channel. That's pretty full time. Oh, I guess the third thing I do for a living is if you own a home, you know what it is when you own a home, you're also a handyman. So the other thing I do for a living is do all the maintenance on this house, and it takes a little time and a little effort to get it done. Lastly, I'd like to end by saying I got a lot of great people who subscribe to my channel, who comment, who get me answers to questions I have. Some that I talk to over the internet, and we talk about tools and we talk about what we do in life and other things. And so it's a great group. So my hobby has led to that. I hope it gets you to this gets you to know a little bit more about me. That was the purpose of it. Thanks for watching.